past few months, my skin has been going through it. And the crazy part is, this all started when I started using Korean skincare. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sharika, and today we're going to be talking about my skincare journey. From how it went from good to clear, from using Korean skincare and that whole experience, to now rebuilding and achieving clear skin again. Over the past few months, my skin has been going through it. Like, I'm talking about breakouts, irritation, more hyperpigmentation, like the whole nine, okay, all of it. And the crazy part is, this all started when I started using Korean skincare. I was trying to get that glassy, clear skin effect, but my skin said, yeah, no girl. What I'll be sharing is what went wrong, what I stopped using, and how I got my skin back on track. So if you ever had like a bad reaction to like a skincare product, or just had a bad skincare experience, or also just trying to get your skin back on track, this video is for you. So let's get into it. Part 1. So this is my skin before Korean skincare. Before I got into Korean skincare, my skin was actually pretty good. It was pretty clear, pretty consistently healthy. Yes, I had hyperpigmentation, but for the most part, really good. Like really clear, smooth, and my skin barrier was really strong. My routine was so simple. For like my morning skincare routine, it would be like cleanser, toner, serums, and moisturizers, and sunscreen. And then for my nighttime routine, it would be like cleanser, toner, serums, and like a nighttime oils, and like a nighttime cream, or sometimes cocoa butter. So it was very simple, very consistent, something easy to just follow through. So this happened like a few months ago. I was on TikTok and I kept seeing a lot of people, specifically black people, just raving about Korean skincare. So I'm just like, okay, like I want to see what's the hype. I want to get that glass effect. So I thought, why not, you know? Now moving on to part 2. Now this is where I started experiencing the Korean skincare journey or experience. Once I started seeing a lot of videos about a lot of people talking about the benefits of Korean skincare, I was like, I made up my mind and I decided to switch my entire skincare routine to now using Korean skincare products. And it's so crazy because literally like a few months ago, before I stopped using it, I recorded a whole skincare routine, deleted it, of course. So what I've been using, I'm gonna just pop it like right here. The products I was using, if I can remember from the top of my head, was like more like Annual, a lot of products with rice water because I heard good things about it. If you don't know about Korean skincare products, it is like a whole brand new course. Like what you know was like the simple foundation, but I was learning things like essence and ampoules, and it was just a lot of steps when it comes to Korean skincare and their products. So from September to November, I was using it consistently, morning and night. And I'm not gonna lie, my skin was really like glowing. It was giving that glassy effect. But literally at the end of November, or around the end of November, my skin was breaking the out. Like, it was so scary. I've never seen my skin like that to that extent. Y'all, I had a lot of irritations, clogged pores. My hyperpigmentation was crazy. It was so bad. I was getting so frustrated. My skin was getting so frustrated. I was spending so much money, so that would add it on to my frustration. I thought my skin was going through a purging stage. So I know like there's a correct definition, but from what I can understand, purging is like when your skin is not used to something, it's going to, I guess, react. But if you keep using it, then it should quote unquote like tolerate it. I'm probably gonna put the correct definition here. I thought it was just like, okay, my skin's not used to this ingredient, so it needs a little bit of time to like, you know, figure it out and actually work with it. So I was like, okay, let me stick it through. But like, I think after a week or two, when I got that bad reaction, I'm like, no, my skin is really, like, it's really fucked up. Along with my frustration and spending so much money, I was feeling less confident in my skin, and I was wearing a little bit more makeup than usual, and it still wasn't good because my skin was very textured. So either under all that makeup, you can still see the bumps and the texture. It was just driving me insane. So part 3, how did I fix my skin, or how did I at least get it back on track? I think in the beginning or somewhat in between December, I was like, no, I'm done. It was just doing way too much. I was just like, all right, I'm so over it. So I completely stopped using the Korean skincare products. Like, I was just over it. It was not working for me and I was feeling frustrated. It was an emotional roller coaster. I didn't like that. So I made that realization, like, Korean skincare is not for me, it's not for my skin, and that's fine. Once I completely stopped, I threw them shits away. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I kept like 1 or 2 things because it was actually working, which I'll get into a little bit later. But I completely threw them shits away and went back to what I know works well for me and my skin. Right now, as in like my simple basic routine that I've been using before Korean skincare products, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what I've been using. So for my morning routine, I use like a gentle cleanser. I use about 2. I switch off and on. So for the first one, I use the Roche Posay Purifying Foam. I love this one so much. I don't know, I feel like it does a really good job of just like purifying my skin, like just getting all like the dirty stuff out. If this is a little bit too drying for me, then I will go ahead and use something a little bit more gentler, which is like an oat milk bar that I got from Twin Skin. I have it in a plastic bag, so it's kind of ghetto. So for my toner, I'm currently using the Good Molecule Niacinamide Brightening Toner. So far, I actually like it. I have no qualms with it, but that's what I'm using as in toner right now. After that, I follow with a vitamin C serum. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was going through my Korean skincare journey, I found wearing vitamin C very helpful. And I knew about vitamin C like years ago, but I don't know why it didn't register to my brain that maybe I should be using this. So if you have hyperpigmentation like I do and you want to like brighten your skin in the morning, but you don't want to use like active ingredients like BHA or AHA and stuff like that, or like an exfoliating toner, use vitamin C. It works really well, especially in the morning time. Just help brightening your skin and just controlling like your even skin tone. When I started incorporating this into my skincare, I was seeing the effect that I would usually see in the nighttime when I use like my brightening products, but with vitamin C. I was just like, I was mind blown. So yes, I was going through like a bad reaction with the Korean skincare, but I found some silver linings. For my morning serums, I'm using the Dr. Althea Vitamin C Boosting Serum. I might dibble and dabble to another like vitamin C serum, but so far this vitamin C serum works very well for me. Get into it. Get into vitamin C. So after that, then I'll go ahead with my moisturizers. I'm gonna just shout out 2. What I've been using is the La Roche-Posay Double Repair Moisturizer. This bad boy has SPF 30, so I feel like for any skin tone, you should be wearing sunscreen. Like, it's super important. And especially if you're using something like a vitamin C, you need to follow it with a sunscreen just so it can protect your skin from the sun rays. Very simple. So I use this right here. I don't know if you can see it because of the light, but this moisturizer keeps my skin very moisturized, like my skin right now. The only thing I have on is mascara and blush. Other than that, this right here is making my skin glow. The vitamin C is this. And the next product I'll introduce is my sunscreen. Right now I'm using the Black Girl sunscreen. Keeps my skin protected by the sun rays, but also makes me like glowing and shining. So it's a win-win. Definitely get your hand on some sunscreen if you haven't already. But that's like for my morning routine. Very simple, very affordable, and easy to be consistent with. Now for my nighttime routine. For cleansers, because sometimes I get breakouts and sometimes I don't, depending on like how my body is doing, I love Panoxyl. Panoxyl is a really good cleanser for just preventing any breakouts and just help eliminate any current breakouts or acne. So if my skin is drying for that day, then I won't use her, but I would use CeraVe since I have dry skin. Like in the wintertime, my skin can get really dry. So I use either like the normal hydrating facial cleanser, and if my skin is extremely dry, then I'll go ahead with the hydrating foam oil cleanser. So these two, not together, but these two works really well as a very gentle cleanser. You can use it for morning and night, to be honest. For my toners, sometimes I'll go ahead with the Good Molecule Niacinamide. But if I'm exfoliating, which I can talk about a little bit more as well, using the Paula's Choice exfoliating toner. I try to use her at least 3 times a week, sometimes 2, but if I'm not using this, then I'll be using this. But I only use this if I'm using CeraVe, not with Panoxyl, because that's just too drying with the ingredients they have. Yeah. For my serum, if I'm using the Niacinamide brightening toner from Good Molecules, and I'll go ahead with the discoloration correcting serum. That's also from Good Molecules. So far, I like it. No problem at all. If I'm not using her, then I will go ahead and use Fade, like the tropical cream. This brightening cream helps a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it does have a smell. It does have a smell, so if you can get past the smell, then this right here is a good cream just to brighten your skin, just to even out your skin tone, and just to help fade away any dark spots, hyperpigmentation that you may have. So, and then for moisturizers, I use bio oil. I had to re-up, so I have the smaller one. Bio oil, I like it so much because I don't know, it keeps my skin very hydrated. It also helps with like numerous of things like even skin tones, any scars you might have, wrinkles, lines. I will say when it comes to bio oil, it does take a minute for you to see results, so you got to be really consistent with it to actually see it working. I will say, to seal all that in, I'm currently using the Anua. This is like the Heartleaf 70 ceramide like soothing cream. I don't know, I feel like so far this is very lightweight, so that's why I'm using her, but once I'm done I probably won't use this again. So if you guys know any nighttime cream to just seal all that moisture in from other products, please let me know down in the comments, because I'm like currently searching for like a really good nighttime moisturizer. Those are the products that I'm currently using right now that kind of just help my skin get back on track. So like, yeah, this is my skin, what the products I've been using, and I started using this back at the end of December, so a little bit like of this year. So about 2 months I've been using these products consistently, and yeah, my skin is like slowly but surely getting back on track. If anything, I think it's like now on that wave where it's like, okay, I'm comfortable with the skincare products, so let me just do my thing. I think that's how my skin is now. My skin is able to do its thing. All right, part 4. Well, this whole experience taught me a lot. Here are some takeaways that hopefully you guys can take something out of this. So number 1, what may work for a lot of people that even looks like you, or that may have the same skin type as you, sometimes it may not work for you. And so I needed to realize that when I started seeing a lot of people raving about Korean skincare products. I'm like, oh, let me hop on the wave. But I realized that's not for me. It's not for my skin. And that was the number 1 lesson that I definitely learned. 2, sometimes less is more. Okay, you don't need a 20 million products like step by step just to get healthy skin. Sometimes you can go down to 10. Number 3, stick to what you know works best for you. Okay, I'll say that louder for the people in the back. Stick to what works well for you. Also try to listen to your skin. And I know that sounds weird, but like it's kind of very simple. Like if your skin is very dry, then use hydrating product. If your skin is already irritated by a product you use, then find something that's soothing. A trick I like to use is ice. Your skin's very irritated, try to use something soothing. If your skin is sensitive, try not to use that product again. So like try to listen to your skin, try to observe what your skin takes well and what it doesn't. So for me, my skin likes cucumbers and like aloe. So I try to use like some mint spray that has cucumbers and aloe in it. But my skin likes hydrating products. So try to listen to your skin, try to observe, but just stick to what works well for you. And lastly, number 4, if you're trying to introduce a new product to your skin, try to do it slowly and always do a test patch, because you don't want to instantly put something on your skin and it reacts super bad. Trust me, I've been there. So those are the 4 takeaways that I've learned throughout this entire experience. Hopefully that helps you out. And if this video helped you out, please give this a big thumbs up. But also, if you ever experienced like, you know, a bad skincare product, or just like had a bad skincare journey in general, and if you feel comfortable enough, definitely let me know down in the comments. I'm very curious. I mean, we're all in this together. I'm sharing this experience so you guys can know or just learn from. But yeah, let me know down in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.